Good morning and welcome back. Guido coming at you with a tactics talk, and I know it's your favorite. it's an it's an arty game, but it's a special arty game because it's got a big finish. Big finish. All right, just stick around. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We have a Hummel. This is Terry. Terry 2016 from Clan Fox 1. Fox 1. Fox 1 in the face. You never saw it. All right. Terry 2016, Clan Fox 1, Hummel Tier 6, German box arty, box tank arty. It is a Tier 6 and Tier 5 game, and we are here on Himmel's Highway Himmels. We're on Highway Himmels, and he's gonna take a long jaunt of about 20.2 meters, and we're gonna camp a boosh. We're gonna camp a boosh. Tier 6 arty. Tier 6 arty, my friends, is there a more wretched hive of villainy than a Tier 6 arty? I don't know. Maybe Tatooine, maybe Mos Eisley on Tatooine is a more wretched hive of villainy. But Tier 6 arty, why do I say that? Well, it's arty, and number two, it's Tier 6. The reason Tier 6 is such a big deal is it reloads so fast relative to other arty. It has splash. That's where splash starts. It does stun, and it can be a bit of a beast. So we're messing around. We're trying to get this camping. There we go. So we're trying to get this camping forward scout. That's what arty is for. It takes out campers. Here's another guy camping. So he's hold down camping. He's actually is hold down. Are we gonna hit this guy? No, we actually don't. Did not wait till a full zoom in. The M44 is the usual suspect for Tier 6 Rage, arty Rage, but I think the Hummel is just almost, if not every bit as good, to be quite honest. P43 is just pushing on this guy. We have 16 shells. One thing about the Hummel, it does not have a whole bunch of shells. This is going to play into the game, my friends. Oh, there's another little blind shot. Are we going to hit him? No, maybe splash, unknown, hard to tell. Terry, you're working on the edges of your field of regard a lot. The problem with that is if you move south, it's going to reset as you shift your hole. So one thing to think about is when you move here to shoot these guys, shift, see the field of regard here on the mini-map, the cone. Put this guy in the middle of the cone. So shift your hole, especially when you're still on a reload. It doesn't hurt anything when you're still on a reload. You'll get zoomed back in. Shift your hole. Put him right in the middle of the cone. That way if he moves slightly left or right, in this case goes south, you don't reset your zoom in. Now let's see if it becomes a factor here. No, we've gone the other way. Oh, here we go. Target rich environment. We have 15 shells. Oh, we like this guy because he has less hit points. He's standing in. Why is, oh, he has an autoloader. He wants to use it. Nice shot. Nice shot. Well done. I like that decision. That was a good one. Let's talk about this a little bit more. Look at the front edge of your forces, the M10. Look at the available lights that or guys that you might be able to shoot. Once again, shift your whole left. Take this top, the right side of the field of regard, and put it about right here. And bring all these guys into the field of regard so that when you shift around in there to get a shot, especially say you try to go after the A43, you're going to hit the edge of the stop, your hole's going to move, your dispersion's going to explode. Ideally, your whole tank would explode, but the dispersion will explode, and it's going to take longer to zoom in. These are just things, if you want to do good arty work, to make sure that you're ready right there. Now, you're concentrating on these guys, and these guys are in the center of your work, so this is actually working really nice for you right here. But I'm talking about thinking a little bit further down the line. He's going to switch to the 67. We're just going to take out the BFM. And we're done. Okay, good, excellent.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
T-67 next. Oh, no, maybe the M6. These guys are all camping, man. They're definitely camping forward of their position. His team is losing 4-5. Did I mention there's a big finish? Did I mention he doesn't have a lot of ammo? Are you starting to sense the possibilities here? Are you starting to see? He's got two. Oh, we're going to shoot blind. Is that going to kill somebody? Unknown. Hit the ground. So maybe a splash. Hard to tell. One thing to be careful for, or with, Terry, on low ammo count tanks is taking a lot of essentially blind shots. Oh, we're gonna just shift over here. We're gonna bugger the poor guys that are camping back there, and we're gonna start working on guys in the city. Hot, arty in the city, running wild, looking pretty. This is gonna hurt. Oh, look out, Panzer 4H. Oh, jeez, missed him. Wow. Now that was at the very edge. Oh, ARL. ARL is camping forward. Nope. Nope, you don't want to shoot him. He dies anyway. Okay, shift that hole. Shift it. Oh, you're working on the edge. You're working on the edge. Shift the hole. Come on, man. Yeah, you're getting a lot more dispersion messing around than you need. But the Valiant's trying to take out your AT-2, so let's just hammer that poor guy. Okay, 160. 10 shells. We're down to 10 shells. The city has lost. The field is not in a great position. The enemy team has decided to drive into the open and die one or lose a tank, so that's helpful. That is helpful. There's 3 coming from that way. There's a couple in the middle. There is a Hummel enemy artillery. I might be moving a little bit. Sitting in one spot is a dangerous game. You are in a fairly common arty spot. If that other Hummel decided to start looking for some counter, it's not easy to counter. Not a lot of people do it, but it is a bummer when you're just sitting there doing no moving and you get killed. Is he going to hit this poor T-67 on the move? Uh-oh. Oh, look out. Look out. Got a piece of him. Stunned him, did 25. Out in the open, is the RBFM going to get him? Oh my gosh, we lose another tank. It's 7-5. Looking for the next victim. Who's next? T-67 dies in the open. Well done. The 2 guys in the northwest are still sitting there. KV-1 takes a hit. One thing you might have wanted to think about here is to move into this corner at A0, because then you'd be able to hit guys coming up that road out of the city. It's a fairly common approach. Panzer 4H is taking some hits. And we're still on a reload. M6 is out in the open over on the other side, but this does look like the bigger problem. The 3045M YOLO's in, gets a kill for it. We're seeing the Valiant is in the city, and move to the KV-1, man. Move to the KV-1. Oh, we took a blind shot. Ah, KV-1 was lit. So something to think about with your artillery is, you know, target prioritization in this game is a big deal overall, and especially with artillery. If you're going to try to support the team, you want to take out that next highest threat. And once again, I'm harping on it, but you're working on the edge of your field of regard. Shift the hole in this left. Shift the hole left and get this KV-1 and the Valiant in the middle of your field of regard, and you won't be messing around with your dispersion so much. So he just only has to move right or forward and right a little bit before your dispersion blows up, and you're going to be waiting for it to reset. But he does you a solid and moves into this position. Oof. Direct hit for 293. Puts the stun on him. 3045's thinking about a shot. Valiant moves in. We shift over to the Valiant. Yeah, that might be actually a better shot. The KV-1 is a little bit more backslope, and he's starting to mess around in those girders. So it's a harder shot to make with the artillery. Or the... Oof. Alright, I don't know if you noticed that, but that's exactly... Hold on, let's back this up, because I don't know why it did that. Were you at the edge? And yes, you were, it looks like. Alright, so this is the issue I was talking about. Watch your dispersion go down. Look at the edge of your field of regard. You're working right on the edge of it. There is no visual representation on the main map that you're at the edge. You have to kind of look at the mini-map. You can see the line is right over the KV-1 down there. And watch your dispersion jump as he moves forward and goes slightly more to the left than your field of regard. Boink! And that's a perfect example. Your hole just shifted left to bring the gun online, and the dispersion goes crazy. You fire, and holy cow, it's just nowhere near. So it eventually bit you right there. We are down to 5 shells, my friends. 5 shells. Remember, I told you this is a big finish. Big finish. We just need to reload on the Valiant. The Hummel does not reload quite as fast as the M44. Poor Valiant's trying to survive. He knows there's an arty. Doesn't matter. Dead man. Oh, it's the KV-1. We're going to shoot through the girders. Here we go. Zooming in. Oh, God.
That was close.
I missed him by that much. We now have 4 shells. 4 shells. T-30-45 is coming around behind, and we stop the push, and all of a sudden, we even it up. Same amount of tanks. M6 is now out in the open, and we're fighting the field of regard again. Yeah, you definitely got to start bringing that into your cross-check, man. It's kind of kicking your rear. Hellcat's coming in for a shot. Where'd that guy go? Oh, jeez. There we go. Oh, little lead fire. Little lead fire. That's something to think about. Now, pay attention to his direction of travel. When you fired, it was more or less right on him. If you want to hit a guy moving, you're gonna have to give him a little lead fire. So, shifting a little bit to the front would have helped out that shot, and you wouldn't have landed behind it. Well, you may have, because RNG, the dispersion part of RNG, the dispersion mechanics, are going to have a say in there where that shot goes. But you want to try to maximize the ability. We have 3 shells. We have 3 shells. Okay, here we go. We're going to take a shot at the RBFM. There you go. You lead fire that one. That was good. Didn't quite hit him. Or it may have splashed him. He's stunned. We have 2 shells. This is... Alright, there we go. 2 shells. We have a Hellcat and a T-34-85. 800 damage, 277 stun, 2 shells left. Where's the Hummel? Making a guess that he's in the very corner. Now, I'll tell you something I do in situations like this. A lot of times, because I figure those 2 are probably going to take him out. I might take a blind shot. I might go, especially if I notice I only have 2 shells left. You're probably going to win, so you're not going to lose too much from this. Just put a little poke in there where you think he is. Maybe you blind shoot him. And you're going to reload before that Hellcat gets anywhere near to light them up. Oh, he does it. He did it. I like it. Hey, folks, I haven't seen this game. I haven't seen this game. All right, good. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength. I like that. That's fantastic. If you were setting yourself up for the Fadins, I like that even more. That's pretty funny. Here comes the Hellcat. Look at the reload. We're about to get the reload where we want. Ideally, the Hellcat does not one-shot the guy. He turns to take a shot at the Hellcat. Hellcat can't one-shot him. The Hellcat gets his shot. He kills the Hellcat. And we have the final kill. Fadins medal, the last shell from Terry 2016 in his Hummel with 3 kills, 925 damage plus probably, because there were a considerable number of blind shots that probably did damage. 277, I would expect that to go up as well. Very nicely done, man. I think the biggest thing takeaway for you there is stop working at the edge of your field of regard. That is gonna stop so many frustrations. If you pay attention to where that wedge is and you do it before you're reloaded and before you're completely zoomed, it will stop those crazy things like when you hit the edge and your dispersion jumps. That's very frustrating. The narrower the wedge, the harder it is to do. That's one of the things that's really nice about the M44. It's got such a wide field of regard. But I think that's going to make playing your arty much, much more comfortable if you work on that. That's all I've got, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Nice Fadins medal, man. Enjoyed that. We will see ya.